This is a 1970 Dodge Challenger finished in Hemi Orange RT SE package. The small back window here is the dead giveaway for the SE package. It does have the Endura bumpers front and back. This is a 440 four-barrel car, automatic. Very, very highly optioned, which we'll get into here in a minute, but it's got power windows, factory air conditioning, a whole long list, which I'll show you here. You can see here, this is one of the most beautiful body styles, E-body Challenger. It's got the hood pins, 440 call out on the hood. You can see here in the VIN number, it is a U code, which would be the 440 four-barrel. This thing's tuned up and running awesome. Has some great power when you get on it. You can see down there the, more of the SE package special edition call out on the door panel. You got your power windows there. Bucket seats console. You also have a overhead console, which is really cool. This car has been restored. It's an older restoration, but still in very good shape. Fires up nice and easy. You hear that 440 engine roar. Sounds really good. So let's take a look here. We have our turn signal indicators. Got some controls over here. It does have a rear defroster, which does turn on. Blows nice and strong. That's a pretty rare option right there. Got your windshield wipers. Work as expected. I don't believe this radio works, but we're gonna let it warm up and see if it comes to life. And of course, we got our power windows. Work really well. Radio did not turn on. This car does have factory AC, but it's currently not working. It's an old R12 system. You could probably get it working. You just need to go through the system, recharge it with R134A, and kind of go from there. But just to show you the controls. The blower motor does turn on. It does not turn on when you're in defrost and heat, but it does turn on when you're on AC, max AC, and off. You can also hear a couple blend doors in the dash moving. This was also another Mopar option. I don't believe it works anymore, but it was designed so you could record yourself when you're driving. Ashtray. Obviously, you got your force shifter. And then this was an option as well. This is a inside hood release cable. So when we come out and take the hood pins off, and then we'll pull the release. Door closes nice and easy. All right, there you have it, folks. There is your 440 4-barrel engine. The engine and transmission in this car both appear to be numbers matching. We'll have up-close pictures of both the VIN stampings on both components in our photo gallery. You can find the link to that down below in the description of this video. You can see it has cruise control modulator right there. We have power front disc brakes. We have power steering. We have factory air conditioning. This car is loaded with a ton of options. We have 2 fender tags here. We don't know the whole story behind this car, but this fender tag on the left has a different VIN number than this one. This VIN number is what that matches the car. This one is from a 1972, so that we're not sure where this came from, but it does not go to this car. This one goes to the car, but there's not any options on it. Not sure what the story is behind there with that, but just so for your own knowledge, you know that this is not the right fender tag for this car. Another thing to note out is the cowl number up here. There's a VIN number right there on the cowl. I'll have pictures of that on our listing on the website, but that VIN number does not match the VIN number of the car either. We think that this was a replacement panel that was put on many years ago when the car was restored. They used an OE cowl, but it's not the right VIN number to the car. So keep that in mind when you're looking at buying this. There are a couple discrepancies in the car's history. Engine overall runs super smooth. It's tuned up, running and starting great. Tons of power. It'll chirp the tires going into second gear when you get on it. It is a lot of fun. And the Hemi Orange color is one of the best colors you can get on these in my personal opinion. Really, really cool. You can see the Endura bumper here does show some imperfections. I believe this is also another original OE part, showing a little bit of its age. Paint and body overall is very good. I'd give it a driver plus. It does have some imperfections on it. Again, this is an older paint job, so it does show some use on it. You know, like there's a little touch-up mark right there. RTSE, which you can confirm by the VIN number on the car. Super well optioned. The SE package just gives it such a cool look with the smaller back window, and I love the spoiler that was added on the back. Exhaust sounds awesome. If you're interested in this 1970 Challenger RT SE Hemi Orange 440 4-barrel bucket seats console, please scroll down. We'll have a link in the description. It'll take you right to our website. There you'll be able to find our full high-resolution photo gallery, including pictures of the undercarriage, so you can check out how nice the underneath on this car is. And you'd also be able to find our asking price. So if you have any questions, you'd like to make an offer, don't hesitate. You can give us a call. It's carsrememberwhen.com. Thanks for watching, and if you got any more questions, give us a call. carsrememberwhen.com.